Hello everyone, and welcome to my Jinger For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Counting on Jinger discusses TV comeback with Jeremy. Counting on alum Jinger has returned with a new Q&A on social media. The 30-year-old has been creating podcast videos with Jeremy. She is also enjoying her third pregnancy. Aside from their increasing family, Jinger discussed the potential of her TV comeback with her spouse. Continue reading to see her statements. Counting on, Jinger reveals third baby's gender. Jinger answered a query about her baby's gender during her most recent Instagram Stories Q&A. According to the Counting On star, she and Jeremy have already determined the gender of their third child. However, they intend to throw a gender reveal party for their family and friends. Jinger went on to say that just a few people know what gender her third kid is. One of them was Jessa, who was the first to learn the gender. In her previous podcast, Jinger disclosed that she asked her sister to collect the results of her test in Arkansas and send them back to her in Los Angeles. Jinger shares if she'll return to TV with Jeremy. Aside from inquiries regarding her third child, Jinger also revealed whether she and Jeremy will return to television. According to the Counting On star, she grew up in front of cameras and considered it natural to be on television. But she feels they've finished filming for the reality show. She stated that starting a podcast is a chance for them to stay in touch with their followers and talk about her previous work with TLC. However, it appears that Jinger is not closing the door on future prospects, as she has frequently commented, "I don't know." Counting On, Jinger reveals due date. During her Instagram Stories Q&A, Jinger stated that she is about 20 weeks pregnant and that her current pregnancy felt so fast. The Counting On star also revealed that she is feeling better about her pregnancy today. She continued, "Yeah, I could not believe we're almost halfway." Jinger is set to have her third child in March 2025. Counting On why didn't Jinger and Jeremy tell their daughters about the baby? Counting On alum Jinger is back with new updates on her third pregnancy. The 30-year-old mom keeps in touch with followers by producing podcasts featuring Jeremy. They like talking about a variety of topics, including their experiences on the reality program and their childhood. Since announcing their forthcoming baby, the married pair has also given interviews. However, many were astonished when the couple discussed keeping their third child a secret from their children. Continue reading to see why. Counting On, Jinger and Jeremy announced third baby. Jinger and Jeremy announced in October that they were expecting their third child. Jinger was also quite imaginative in informing her husband that they were expecting another kid. According to the Counting On alum, she gave him an Amazon gift containing her positive pregnancy test. Jeremy stated that they were expecting it, yet he was nonetheless speechless when learning that he was soon to become a father of 3. Jinger also stated that they are just enjoying every second of her pregnancy at this stage, particularly her girls, who are really happy about their forthcoming sibling. However, Jinger and Jeremy explained that they had withheld the major news from their children for quite some time. Why didn't Jinger and Jeremy tell their daughters about the baby? Jinger and Jeremy recently spoke in an interview about keeping their pregnancy a secret from their children. According to Jinger, they held off on telling the girls about their forthcoming sibling for a long because it could be leaked before they ever revealed it to the world. The Counting On alum went on to remark, "Part of that is because we have a 6-year-old who is a total extrovert and will be walking by a stranger and telling them the news," before adding that Felicity could easily tell everyone at her school. Jinger subsequently stated that they planned to inform their girls of her pregnancy during a photo shoot. She revealed that Felicity started jumping up and down in excitement, whilst Evangeline was unsure how she would react to the announcement. Counting On, Jinger and Jeremy reach new milestone. Jinger also used Instagram to celebrate a new milestone with Jeremy. The Counting On alumni recently marked their 8th wedding anniversary. Jinger describes Jeremy as the best thing that has happened in her life, calling him her best friend and the answer to her prayers. She also released a beautiful video with photographs from their 8-year marriage. Jinger and her husband, Jeremy have hinted at a possible TV return, and fans of Counting On are ecstatic. Since relocating to Los Angeles, Jinger has continued to break free from her conservative upbringing, exposing her changing thoughts on faith, family, and personal freedom. Her recent interviews have sparked speculation that she and Jeremy may return to the small screen to continue their unique adventure. In a recent interview, Jinger discussed the prospect of returning to television, noting that a new show would allow them to display their life in their own way. Following the discontinuation of Counting On due to legal concerns involving her brother, Josh Duggar, Jinger and Jeremy have focused on building their own identities outside of the Duggar family brand. While they have continued to update fans on social media, they have stayed rather quiet in comparison to their time on reality television. What will Jinger and Jeremy's new show be about? If Jinger and Jeremy return to television, the new show will most likely center on their family life in Los Angeles, their faith journey, and jobs. Jeremy is a former soccer star who now works as a preacher, whilst Jinger has taken on the role of a public figure, sharing her opinions on personal growth, motherhood, and even publishing her own book. Their life in Los Angeles is a stark contrast to the Duggars' rural Arkansas upbringing, something Jinger has frequently discussed as she navigates a more sophisticated, diversified world with her husband. In addition to family life, the couple may deepen their spiritual journey. Both have been open about their changing beliefs, and Jinger's latest book sheds light on how her perspective of religion has evolved over time. She has been outspoken about departing from some of the most restricted interpretations of her faith, which has piqued the interest of people who have followed her since 19 kids and counting. Fans' reactions: excited and curious. Fans are excited about the possibility of a comeback and want to see more of Jinger and Jeremy's lives. Many admirers are concerned about how Jinger's journey has progressed and how she combines her family history with her new perspective on life. Their eventual return to television might also offer a new perspective on the Duggar family heritage, highlighting Jinger's independence and maturity. Jinger and Jeremy have yet to confirm anything specific, but their openness to the concept shows they are really contemplating the chance. If they decide to pursue a program, it will most likely take a different tone than Counting On, concentrating on authenticity and their personal experiences rather than family conflict. One of the primary reasons Jinger and Jeremy chose not to inform their girls about her pregnancy was to shield them from the emotional complications that might accompany anticipating a new sibling, particularly if things do not go as planned. Miscarriages and pregnancy difficulties are difficult for young children to comprehend, and the parents wish to protect Felicity and Evangeline from any potential pain if something went wrong. Jinger has discussed her own experiences with pregnancy loss, which may have affected their decision to be more careful. 2. Avoiding confusion due to their young ages. At the time of Jinger's pregnancy, both Felicity and Evangeline were quite young, and conveying the concept of a new sibling joining the family may have been perplexing for them. Jinger and Jeremy thought that it was best to wait until they were certain about the pregnancy before attempting to help their girls appreciate the concept of a new family member. Young children have a difficulty understanding the passage of time, thus notifying them early on may have caused confusion or impatience while waiting for the new baby's arrival. 3. Keeping stress levels low. Jinger and Jeremy underlined the significance of providing a peaceful and stress-free atmosphere for their daughters, particularly amid the uncertainty of pregnancy. Introducing the concept of a new sibling before they were ready could cause unnecessary stress or excitement, which they wished to minimize for the girls' sake. Keeping the news to themselves allowed Jinger and Jeremy to concentrate on managing the pregnancy discreetly rather than putting additional pressure on their daughters to cope to a big life upheaval straight away. 4. Taking a different parenting approach from the Duggars. Jinger and Jeremy have stated that they are forging their own path as parents and are not constrained by Duggar family conventions. Jinger has taken a different route than her siblings, who commonly reveal their pregnancy to their children and the world early on. She and Jeremy have indicated a desire to be more intentional and private about certain parts of their family life, focused on making the greatest decisions for their children and themselves. 5. Waiting for the right time. Jinger and Jeremy planned to inform their daughters when the pregnancy was stable and they felt comfortable sharing the news. They preferred to present the concept at the appropriate time, allowing Felicity and Evangeline to gradually adjust to the thought of a new sibling rather than feeling rushed or overwhelmed by a sudden shift. Fans' reactions. Fans have had different feelings about Jinger and Jeremy's decision. Some Duggar fans embraced their cautious and secretive approach, commending them for prioritizing their girls' well-being and making wise parenting decisions. Others are astonished by the action, which goes against the family's habit of making early pregnancy announcements and being transparent about family problems. Ultimately, Jinger and Jeremy's decision reflects their distinct parenting philosophy, which prioritizes privacy, emotional protection, and deliberate scheduling. By focusing on what they believe is best for their young daughters, they are further defining their family's values and parenting style.